everyone! So today's video is going to be a quick and easy makeup tutorial for those days that we all have, some more often than others, when you are trying to get out the door but you do not want to have no makeup on your face. And it's really easy. I used almost all affordable products and I hope you guys are really happy about that. Because I think this is a tutorial more for the everyday woman. Thank you so much, and let's get into the tutorial. So I've already primed my skin with the Cover FX Mattifying Primer. This step is obviously optional, but I swear by primers, especially if you get a good one. And this is just going to help whatever makeup I put on last a little bit better throughout the day. Then, to even out my skin tone and add a little bit of coverage, I am going to be using the BB Cream from Garnier Fructis, combination to oily skin in the shade Light Medium. I got mine at Target, and you can find it in the skincare section. It's not going to be by the makeup. So I'm just going to put this on my face, and I do have a damp beauty blender. My Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge that I usually use is dirty. This one's kind of dirty too, actually, but I'm just using this one today. And this is just going to add some light medium coverage. It's not going to cover up all my imperfections, but it is going to make me look a little bit more polished. Whereas if I were to wear nothing on my skin, it would look kind of like, do you care about yourself at all? So I'm just adding this in, but it's a really fast product. It's not like a foundation where you're going to be concentrating on perfecting your skin, or at least that's how I treat foundations. I want to cover every inch of every imperfection. And this you can even apply with your fingertips if you want to. So it's very versatile in that way. Another nice thing is this does have SPF 20. This next step is optional, but it is something that I do all the time, and that is to set my makeup. And this is the NYX Mineral Set It and Don't Fret It Matte Finishing Powder. And again, this is just going to help my makeup stay on much longer than it would otherwise. I'm just going to tap it along my face. And now I'm going to be going in with concealer. I'm just going to place some underneath my eyes where there's a little bit of discoloration, and this is going to brighten up my face and wake me up a little bit. I'm using an extremely affordable concealer. This is the Girl Pro Conceal. So I'm just going to squeeze a little bit through the brush, and then you kind of just paint it on where you want it. I'm also going to use whatever is left on the sponge to conceal whatever discoloration or veins or whatever situation I have all on my eyelids, because this is also going to freshen up our eyes but also act as a quick primer for any eyeshadow you decide to lay down. You do want to set your under eye concealer unless you have literally magic skin where your concealer is not going to move. But mine, no matter what concealer I use, it definitely does have a tendency to crease. So you can go ahead and use the powder that you used for your face. I do like to kind of brighten up my under eye. I literally love how it makes it look. So I am going to use a little bit of a pricier product. This is an Anastasia Beverly Hills banana powder. This is from their contour kit. You can buy these individually. I mean, it's not out of control. I think one of these pans is $14. So it's not crazy, but I tried to make this as, as affordable as possible, but there's some things that are just, you can't find an equivalent of. Okay, so now my face is completely set. Shouldn't have to worry about any of the makeup budging too much. And now I'm going to go in with brows. My favorite product for a slightly natural brow is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. This is in the shade Brunette. So I'm just going to draw on some lines, literally lines. through the front of my brows. If you're lucky enough to have, you know, brows that you like and brows that, you know, you think look good with your face and you actually have brow hairs and all of that, then you will even have a faster job of just kind of filling them in the sparse areas and making them a little bit darker, etc., etc. But for somebody like me who literally does not have brow hairs hardly at all, you do have to take an extra, you know, 30 seconds to a minute to just add in some hairs. So that's it for that. Brows are done. That was probably a minute for both brows in total. Okay, so now for eyes, I'm going to be using a Colourpop cosmetic shadow. This is in the shade Desert, and it is a very neutrally, I would say satin finish shadow, and I'm just going to run this through the crease with a Sigma E40 blending brush. I don't know why I sometimes have to look at the side. It's like literally you use this brush every day. This is just going to add a little bit of color and definition. That's what all of these steps are going to do. You'll notice me saying that all over and over again. The point of this look is not to say, wow, look at how beautiful Natalie is. Although, it is to say, you know, Natalie got out of bed today. She cares about looking polished and presentable. She looks decent. She can go to work. She can go to the store. She can do things and feel a little bit not like a slob. And the only other thing I'm going to do shadow wise is I'm going to take this shadow from Makeup Geek, also very affordable, and this is in the shade Ice Queen. It's a kind of shimmery white shadow, and I'm taking this on a small brush and I'm just going to put some of this on the very inner corner, like the tear duct area of my eye. This is going to make you look awake and fresh and just more polished. Okay, I actually am going to run a little bit of this Colourpop shadow in Desert underneath my lower lash line just to open up my eyes a little bit more. Okay, so the next step, you are going to want to add some generous coats of mascara on your upper and lower lash line. And this is the Covergirl Lash Blast Volume. This is in the orange tube. I think it's $5.99 from any drugstore. It is, in my opinion, the best drugstore mascara. And this is what I'm going to be using today. There's someone teaching a puppy how to walk on a leash outside, and I think I'm going to kill myself. Okay, so the next step is definitely optional. You can see my eyes look fine. You can leave them with mascara. I am a drag queen, so I feel like I cannot live my life practically without false lashes. So I am going to apply them, and I will say, if you are used to applying false lashes, if you practice, which I clearly do, you will get so used to wearing them that it's a very fast process. So keep that in mind, that it's like, oh my god, you're gonna take the time to do false lashes. Well, I've been doing them so much that it's really like drying time and everything. It's like maybe a minute total for both eyes. So I'm using the Koko Lashes in number 201. I don't have a box here to show you, but they look like this, kind of like a demi-wispy. And I'm using the perfect Revlon Precision Lash Adhesive, which, by the way, I think this is only sold at CVS, maybe Walmart. I don't really go to Walmart that much. So CVS, so don't get discouraged if you can't find it other places like Target or Walgreens. So now it is time to finish up the face, and I'm going to start by warming up my face with a bronzer from Palladio, and this is their Baked Bronzer in Caribbean Tan. It's a very shimmery, glowy bronzer, so keep that in mind if it's something that you don't like. So I'm using this on a powder brush, and I'm just going to apply this to several areas on my face to add dimension back into my one color flat complexion. Now for one of my favorite products of all time, which is blush. Just in general, I love blush. And this one is from Milani. It's one of their baked blushes. This is in the shade Delizioso Pink. And it is a very bright baby Barbie pink, and I think it is absolutely gorgeous. Whenever I'm doing a very quick look like this, one of my favorite things to do is add a bright cheek. This couple is literally teaching their puppy to run on a leash. I'm going to die. And lastly, for our lips, I'm going to use a combination of these two Revlon Balm Stains. This one is in the shade Darling Cherie, and this is in the shade Elusive. This duo is going to be very moisturizing for your lips, which who does not love that? Especially when you're in a hurry, it kind of acts as a moisturizer, a lip balm, and the best part is it's going to stain your lips. So especially for days when you're in a hurry, you do not want to have to worry about, okay, let me grab my lip liner, let me grab my lipstick, gotta bring this in my bag with me so I can touch up 62 times throughout the day. This is going to be so easy. You can bring them with you. They're very easy to apply as they are in stick form, but I personally won't. I'll just leave it at this. It'll stain my lips and possibly my teeth to a nice light pink, and I feel pretty and good to go. Okay, everybody, that completes this quick tutorial. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I know it is something very different than what you may be used to on my channel. And personally, this is not something that I do all the time because I love makeup so much that every single morning that I sit down to do my makeup, I am excited. I can't wait to see the transformation. I love playing with new products, and it's just one of my biggest passions. So that being said, this is something different, but I love having these products in my collection as an option for days when, you know what, I'm like everybody else. I just don't feel like spending a lot of time on my makeup. So again, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please click the like button down below. I would really appreciate it. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much again, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.